PLC Network here with another unboxing, this time coming from the company HELM Audio. And these are an updated pair of in-ear headphones, true wireless in-ear headphones that replaces their previous model that was launched last year that sounded terrific. They came out with a unique solution that actually produced amazing sound for what it was, especially for those looking for more of the rock type atmosphere for their ears. They have a lot of warmth to them, not so much audiophile range in terms of the full spectrum, but they sound amazing. They have so much boom to them in life. So again, if you're into rock and everything else, they sound great. But what's also unique about them is the fact that they were able to go longer than any other pair of true wireless earbuds that we had ever tested, going up to as far as 80 feet or in some cases more during our testing. So we're kind of excited to be sitting here today with the new version of these in-ear buds, and they're pretty much, they're called the TW5 or the True Wireless 5.0 earbuds. And what that means is Bluetooth 5.0. So it's the updated version. They look almost identical, just with some updated specs. So as you can see here, the case, if you're familiar with the previous model, the case here, like I said, they look similar, and the case is no exception. And the visual representation of the actual headphones, again, are also similar to the previous model. They have this diamond-like design on the outside, this texture here, and I remember we had said last time it kind of looks kind of like the little strawberries when you're looking inside of the case. A little unique, but a way of looking at it at least, but they have kind of a strawberry-like design to them, but with this diamond pattern. And I mean, literally, they are exactly like the previous pair, but these are going to probably last a little bit longer because of Bluetooth 5.0. You're going to get hopefully the same range. I believe we're looking at the specs. The range was a little bit less. I think it was like 60 feet or something like that, but we'll put that to the test and let you know once we get some time to really test these out. But for the most part, they look exactly the same. You have a micro USB input on the side of the case here, which is for charging the case and the buds with. So of course the case is going to give the buds an additional charge as you're on the go. So when you're not using them, you just put them back into the case, and as you can see, once they're in there, they'll start to immediately charge. Additionally, in the box, you have a small little foldout here that just gives you a walkthrough on the buds themselves, gives you some of their specs and other information. So you get playtime of up to 6 hours on a single charge of the buds themselves, with an additional 30 hours using the case when you're charging them when they're not in use. Bluetooth 5.0, as mentioned, 60 feet of range. So, we'll figure out if all of this holds up, or if we find that we get a little better range out of it during our testing. But we have a micro USB to USB cable, and of course, different size tips for the actual buds themselves to get the right fit for your ear. And it looks like you have 2, 4, 6, and then 8, so that's 4 pairs of tips. So you pretty much have a good chance of getting the right fit for your ear. You want a nice tight fit, but not too tight. You don't want it to be uncomfortable, but you want to be able to capture all that neat bass that these have to offer. So again, these are the HELM Audio True Wireless 5.0, so the new Bluetooth 5.0 version of their last year's model. And we're kind of excited to take a look at these. So we're going to do that. We're going to test these out. We're going to see what we like. We're going to give it a good distance test, both in normal conditions as well as more of a rough atmosphere. I think we did it in a wet atmosphere, in a densely wet atmosphere last time when they performed amazingly well. So we're probably going to do the same for these. So for more information on this, once we've had the review published and available to you, you can find it at plcnetwork.net. We'll have the whole story there with all the information and more. And of course, we'll have some links in the description as well. And if you liked what you've seen here, don't forget to subscribe. The link's right below. And of course, the comment section so we can all talk about this. And as always, we thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, and or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.